Glad to have you with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. It's the Syracuse Orange and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the Orange head coach before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Reese?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Deep in the end zone, it's Patterson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Rushes on. Goes high to pull it in. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs. Take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Looking for space. It's Hall. There's a crease. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the single back. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Powers inside. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the 1st down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the 1st to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. Can't get him to the ground. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
The Tar Heels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Wow, what a big play. And how about the hit stick tackle right there? That's one this offense is going to remember.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their 1st. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Jelly. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Angeli. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Tar Heels. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick give. It's Johnson. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The orange, after the big pass play, might just throw it again. Angeli on the play action. Finds his tight end. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Angeli. Left side is Miller. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
And the offense found no success with the backward-going pass. How about a forward pass on 2nd and long? Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Steve Angeli. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets past the marker. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the tight end. Throwing Angeli. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. What a catch in the end zone for 6. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
Number 47, set to kick this one.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive.
Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Edwards. Finds his man. There he goes. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Shep. Open spaces. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina! Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the lone running back. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games. That is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range.
Red, 54 better. Red, 5-4 better. Motion. Straight on the end.
Back to throwing, they've got to go a long way. Here comes the heat. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down.
Eagle. Ready. Set. Wide, Edie. Wide, Edie. Hit it.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rush right in his face. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. The give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Splinter landing. Splinter landing.
Breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up.
Flag 14. Flag 14. Check, check, check. Red to declare. Red to declare.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Edwards. Makes the grab. That'll be enough to move the chains, and it'll also take us to the 2-minute timeout. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Trying to move them on the counter. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Tar Heels trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Making the adjustment on the play. And Jelly. Snagged in the middle. It's Weaver.
Quarterback saw a quick opening right over the middle of the field, so he spits it out to his slot receiver on the slant pass. Nice job.
Second down, gonna throw it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Shakes off the defender. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They go to the counter. Just smothered on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Steve Angeli. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Sells to run, looking to pass. Going over the top. Catch inside the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quick handoff. Powers through the defender. They roll the dice with a run in the red zone, and time's going to run out on them here in the first half. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing Angelic. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Wants to throw one first. Just a short pass to the tight end. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Lofts one deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
That's a great play by the defensive back, swatting away that football on that deep pass.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Again, it's Angeli. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Just going to keep it after the snap. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Angeli under pressure. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Priority number one, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You've got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. Syracuse operating with a fresh set of downs after that last completion. Gets the back moving. From the gun, looking for a man. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. From the gun, it's Miller. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cuse. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Number 47, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Moving the pocket, it's Edwards. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
On the RPO, got him. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Making the adjustment. From the gun on 3rd down, Steve Angeli. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, and you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
4th and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Steve Angeli fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Pulls it. Now the pitch. Makes him talk to the hand. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. It'll be a draw. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Right side, it's Hall. Could not make his way to the corner.
Man, that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Straight ahead, it's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Give to the running back. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing and gelling. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
2nd and long here. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Still running at the 40. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. The run inside. It's Miller. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Now just about ready to snap as to start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They go play action with Angeli. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Angeli. Left side, it's Weaver. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Fires to the tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Touchdown, Orange! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score.
Number 47, set to kick it away.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. There he goes! Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Wide open spaces. At the 30. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Trying to establish the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle, and you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Right back to it. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Trying to squeak through the pile. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get pads to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Handoff again. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Steve Angeli fires to the middle, finds a tight end. There he goes down the right side. The 40, the 30. He's at the 10, and he got away from the defense and takes it in.
Touchdown, Cuse.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Dropping back, it's Edwards. He unleashes a long one. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Hits inside, it's Miller. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
The running threat of the QB it gives you the +1. It's just such a headache. He can always pull it. He can give it. There's so many options, and this defense so far hasn't had a lot of answers in trying to stop this offense.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. With 1:52 left, the defense will use the timeout trying to get the football back.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Direct snap. It's Johnson. Blasted as he lets it go. The trickeration goes awry, and it'll be 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Catches it at the 15. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Edwards. In traffic, it's Ship. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game. I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it. Because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays.
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.